Good morning, good morning. Good morning. It is still morning. I have 8 minutes till it's no longer morning. Let me know if everything sounds okay. Getting stuff adjusted. Sometimes I push things aside and then I have to readjust everything. It's a whole thing. I got new ear thingies because sometimes the giant headset can things, they kind of hurt the top of my head, take away from my lovely hairstyle. So, I gotta do stuff. Uh it is, Chrysanth, still technically morning, and I'm gonna hold on to that as long as I can. Because the mornings are great. I know. I'm weird because I like Mondays and I like mornings. But I just like it because there's so much that you can accomplish in a day. Like, as I don't know, maybe it's because of my European roots, but it's like as soon as 1 o'clock hits, it's like, okay, it's time to slow things down, okay? I mean, I don't, but I kind of want to. Sometimes I do, but most of the time it's like I don't know. I grew up. It was around like 3 o'clock or so. It's like, okay, it's coffee time. Time for a little snacky snack. Time for some coffee, and time to chill. And then having a nice break in the afternoon, and then I usually get back to work. My. Yes, Chrysanth. By the way, have I mentioned how much I enjoy Chrysanth's company? My favorite welfare. I was thinking I was going to play Digging a Hole last night, and I thought about you, Chrysanth, and I was like, I didn't. Yesterday was a weird evening for Tabitha. Like I did things, but I didn't feel like doing anything. I'm sure you guys have had those days before, but nothing better than spending time on the porch. I see you. There's Tara Crystal morning. And it's morning in Texas and Chrysanth. It's Texas and California. Sorry, your name. Got past the mole people. All right. Don't spoil it for me though. I gotta figure it out. But hello to Jonathan Reyes. Oh, StreamYard, Jonathan Reyes. Tara Crystal's here too. Deranged Lunatic, Juliet, Logical Spark, and then you don't need someone to help you with your life. You just need to take control of your life and make good choices. Nobody can make them for you. Only you can. That's why I have water and coffee, because it's Rookie Critic. I know I need to respond to your text. I am so sorry, sir. It's been crazy. I will get to you. Oh, $2 says this should be enough for 3 Subway cookies. Nice. I appreciate that. I do love me a good chocolate chip. Let me see here. Great. Good morning. It's mid-morning in Missouri. So when last we left our hero, this is what we had. And I did work on it. So guess what what I've accomplished so far. It's still a ways away, and I'm still figuring out the art style as I go along. By the way, if I did not thank you appropriately, I'm sorry. Thank you. Wanted to make sure I acknowledge everybody in the chat. No. Everybody's.
I am the one to be your favorite. I am the one to be your favorite. I am the one to be your favorite.
I'm so sorry. I left it on loop. So they're gonna try to take these. Yeah, sorry about that. I left it on a loop. I'm just letting everybody know you're all favorites today this morning. Sorry about the Jesus blast there. Why? In the name of Christ. All right, so our hero here, I'm really liking the way that it's turning out. I added a little more brightness to the background. And then as you can see, I started trying to add a little bit of like moss and things like that. I've definitely darkened up a lot of areas. Trying to keep it simple is very difficult for Tabitha, but I'm working on it. And then there was somebody that suggested the Spanish moss be purple. And then I was thinking about that recommendation, that suggestion, and I thought, you know what would be kind of neat? Maybe yellow. But we'll see. We haven't gotten there yet. So perhaps. Laverne Cavern, is that how you pronounce it? Laverne Cavernay? Good morning. Thank you for the follow, BMJB 1978. What a very good year. I wasn't alive, but you know. Interesting. What a fascinating observation. The art style kind of looks like a mix of Dr. Seuss and Tim Burton. Okay. Neither of whom I try to emulate, but hey, that works. I don't mind that. We'll call it Dr. Tim. This is the style of Dr. Tim. Purple and yellow. See, that's the thing, is that I may not do any weird colors because the focal point is meant to be Donker and this little sprite thing that's, here. But continuing in our Dr. Burton style here. We interrupt our regularly scheduled program to hear a word from our sponsors. All right. So yeah, the focal point is meant to be Donker and the little thing right there. So I'm afraid that if I make this too colorful or interesting, then it will take away. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. DL in the chat for $1.99 says, Tabitha, did anyone ever tell you you're goofy? Yes. All right, so a lot of this again is a learning curve, so we're just kind of going with it. I still think there's areas that should be darker, but at the same time, I do want to kind of keep it light and airy and the fluffy dude all day. Is this thing? Let's try some. But thank you, DL. I appreciate the support. I do. Man, I wish that I could listen to music I actually wanted to listen to. Quitting caffeine is probably harder than quitting smoking. I couldn't tell you. I'm turning into everyone's secretary. Going to need to start charging by the number of items people want me to remind them of. What am I reminding you of? What happened? You're my secretary now? Well, you're doing a terrible job keeping track of things that I need to accomplish this week, Christina. I keep forgetting. I've been making plans with people and then remembering a day later that I already made plans with other people. So, All right. I think before I go in on Dunker here, people ask me to remind them of things. Okay. Well, remind me not to do that. I know. I think I really want to get to Donker, but we're going to try to do the Spanish moss today. I need to go into Inca and then make sure we are on the correct layer. Because I am trying to make sure that everything is on one layer. I'm trying to work on that. So here we go. You don't have to do that, but I think I appreciate it, Chris. You're the real one. Here we go. So let's see what this looks like. So something that I've learned that's really, really cool that I implement in like everything now is that if you lower the opacity, this little jibby over here, just how thick you might say something is, like how opaque or whatever it is that if you make it a darker color, which I'm going to be doing, going to do here, is that, see, this is what it would look like. Let me zoom in. Why is it not showing up? Okay, it's behind. Hang on. I have to find the right layer. Ah, ah, ha, 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 ha. So this is how dark this would be, right? What's cool and a quick way to have your shadows, highlights, and midtones like that is put your foundation color, like what we have here already, this, murky brown color. Lower the opacity about midway-ish, thereabouts, whatever you're feeling. And then if you go over top of it, you like this, you'll notice that it's already darker. However, go back over it and it's darker even more so because of the lower opacity. And then you can keep going over it like so. Right. That's what I've done with everything in here. Very little blending. It really just has to do with the lower opacity, which looks fantastic. What music would you listen to if you could? All kinds. Right now I'm kind of on a Cimarelli kick. I really enjoy their music, or I would listen to like a podcast while I do this, or an audiobook. I just downloaded one last night from a lady that I haven't read or listened to her books in years. It's Elizabeth Peters. I forgot how much I enjoy her stories. And I really think that this branch here is too thick anyway. So we need to minimize. It's called is it a Crocodile on the Sandbank? Let me double check. So what's cool about Elizabeth Peters is that these are old books. Like this is like in like the 80s or whatever like that. And I'm no disrespect to people born in the 80s. I'm not saying you specifically are old. When it comes to entertainment, we all know that that's old. If it's been longer than 20 years, as far as a form of entertainment goes, it's old. Okay, so I'm not calling you out. Yeah, Crocodile on the Sandbank by Elizabeth Peters. And if I'm not mistaken, she had like a degree. She went to college, got a degree in archaeology, and she was big into Egyptology and everything like that. And eventually she became an author. And she did, I'm not usually a huge mystery person, but I really like, I think I might do. Switch this up whilst I'm thinking about it. And anyway, I love history. I love historical fiction. And so this is like right up my alley, even though it's a mystery, which I normally am not the biggest fan of the mysteries. But I remember I really enjoyed them years ago, and she's got quite the variety. It's not just Egyptology and stuff like that. But anyway, I downloaded that last night and I fell asleep to it. That's how I've been. How I enjoy falling asleep, honestly, is audiobooks. I've been listening to Winnie the Pooh ever since I was about 6 or 7. It's a dear place in my heart. I had the little cassette tapes and I guess I don't necessarily need to, but I have so many thoughts. As a creative person, I have so many thoughts in my head at any given time that going to bed and trying to fall asleep immediately is quite difficult. So I need something to calm my thoughts. I like that much better. Yeah, because if it's going to put the Spanish moss on it, it can't be too big because again, the main focus is supposed to be Donker here. Sam 205. Oh, so good. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget the walrus tusks. Don't forget the walrus tusks. Hey, it's Kelly girl. How are you? Kelly's got her own stay-at-home mom channel. She's one of my dear friends. I got to see her not too long ago. Miss her. But so that's what I would enjoy listening to at this current moment would be either an audiobook or maybe some pop music, or I listened to a sermon yesterday by Lisa Harper. Really enjoy her stuff as well. So just some godly stuff, some biblical things. She's really great at explaining biblical history, and a lot of times we don't understand the Bible because we're ignorant about the culture and the time frame. And so she's really great at explaining why certain things were done a certain way due to the time period. Really appreciate that. So it's just fascinating to listen to. As a student of the word, it's nice to learn, or it gives you an incentive to study more. Very, very good. Okay. I like the way that looks. So then I think for this, even though I literally just said a little while ago that I'm trying to keep everything on one layer, I think for this, because it's a practice little session here, I might just do this on a separate layer. No shame in that. I'm actually doing really good because there's hardly any layers. Normally, I'd be scrolling for days. It would be like The Price is Right or whatever like that. We'd be scrolling, but I'm actually doing really good at being able to see like the majority of my layers right here. That might not mean anything to anybody. Due to me. All right, watercolor cloud noise. It's fascinating because in order to make the moss, I used cloud brushes, right? So it's super fun being able to explore. All right, so somebody suggested purple. Let's get ourselves a purplish color. I don't want it to be too vibrant. We got to find like a mid-ranged purple here. I don't know if this is the right brush to be using, but we're going to give it a try. See if we like. See, how big is this going to be? Too big. Because, it drapes. Right? It drapes. So let's give it a shot. Let's see what purple looks like. I kind of like how it goes off the page too a little bit, but I think I don't. The gravity is not working. I'm not making it realistic. It's nothing falls sideways like this or hangs sideways. So I need to ignore the lines that I have here. In fact, what we might do. Oh, I don't know if let's see where that would be here. Well, so this is what our picture looks like right now. If we take away the lines, which I'm pretty happy about. Might have to throw in a little bit more detail in there in order to clean it up or make it work right, because you can see some of these hard edges in between here. But overall, not upset about it. It does kind of look neat with the outlines, but we'll see. All right, so I was going to go here, and I was going to quickly right there. I'm going to get rid of these lines because they're throwing me off. They're not a good. They were just there to give me an idea. They're not a good frame of reference. I'll just leave those ones. Those ones aren't falling too bad. Hey, it's Maria! Unlocking Lore. Welcome in. How are you, lady? Don't forget, guys, we're this Friday. Did we settle on the time? It's 7:30, right, Maria? 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, PM Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be having our dragon drawing classes. Yes. And we're going to be kicking off a 4-week dragon drawing class just for you guys. It's free. You just have to bring the supplies and we will show you step by step how to draw a dragon. And it's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna start off by teaching you guys how to do a dragon head. Start with something, simple, I say, like the head. But I'm gonna show you easy ways of how to do it. It's not gonna be as complicated as you think. It all comes down to basic shapes, and then you can add the flamboyance. Just always remember that nobody's good right away. There's potential right away. Doesn't mean you're the greatest right away. It's always about learning. You gotta know how to do something first before you can do it well. Person who knows by experience would be Mo Zamboni. Saying, hola, feeling some Dawn Bluth vibe. Really? That is a compliment. We're calling it Dr. Tim style because somebody told me it reminded them of a mixture between Tim Burton and Dr. Seuss. So, and I was like, neither of which I would like to emulate. They're not really my preferred art style, as creative as they are, but I'll take some Dawn Bluth vibes any day. I'll make it complicated. I have to try not to. But how are you, Mo? I just did a recording session with Mo and Eric not too long ago, and we are We have something fun in store for you guys that Mo may or may not be proud of. But you gotta have to subscribe to the channel to see that. All right, let's give this another try. And let's see if we can actually, I'm gonna zoom out so that I can actually see how this will fall. It's gotta fall. I think it's too big. I mean, it looks pretty cool, but I think it's a little too big. Now it's too thick. Purple does look nice because it's nowhere else in the picture. Purple and blue look nice together. Purple and green look nice together. So it still kind of looks like it's not really hanging the proper way, I think. But um, no, it doesn't really depend on how Nomi's feeling. All right, Great Basques, are you in the gang going to be playing any? Am I in the gang? Oh, okay. Am I in the gang going to be playing games anytime soon? Hopefully, yeah. We were supposed to yesterday, but Nomi had something that came up, and so she had to take care of that. And I was like, no, I totally understood because I'm a rational and responsible for adult person. But yeah. Hopefully we'll get together soon. We were going to try to finish. We were there too. And I was texting her. I'll ask her if she has some time today. Because that would be, I'm eager to get back in there. We're eager to get back to couples therapy. And hash out our problems. Yell at one another again. I don't mind the purple. I think it's really subtle. I like it. It's there. I think it kind of adds to it, but no spoilers, but I'm retiring after the video. Look at that. My secretary's over here now too. And good morning, Staccato DDS. How are you? How are the whimsical teeth? What Mozambique, one video and already retiring? I want to be like you when you grow up. Maria, wait until you see the video. In shame, not because oh my gosh. So I like this. I think I'm going to go ahead and go over here and do this. Is this vine hanging in front of this tree or behind this tree? I need to make it smaller. Make it see, it's all fun and games. You can't wait to see this, Maria. Don't worry, Mo. Maria's going to be part of that project here soon as well. I don't know if she knows it or yet. Have we talked about that? May have. Yeah, I think this was supposed to be in front of this tree. Although I don't know if I like that in front of the tree. We haven't? Are you sure? We didn't talk about doing a certain kind of challenge that may or may not be inspired by a certain wonderful person who no longer exists anymore, who inspires and encourages everybody that they can do the impossible within a half an hour time frame. And that's as vague as I can hopefully get for you to understand what I'm talking about. Like, yeah. Yeah, okay, all right. Okay. Hey, it's Warlock. Secretary Nugget is expanding her secretariat. I don't know. Yeah, it'll be fun. I am not positive if this vine is in front of this tree or not. We're just gonna go for it. Make sure. Sometimes those tendrils hang out really long, but I don't think I want to do that. You guys are so funny. You guys make it easier to do stuff like this when you're chat, and I appreciate that. Let's make this a little bit. I'm not quite as thrilled with the back one. It really, I think because, oh, I know why. I know why. I know why. Let's backtrack a wee bit here. I know. Here we go. Oh, actually, I need to do the cloud streak. Here we go. Add a little more. We forgot to darken in here, so that's why it looks kind of weird. Like it doesn't look like the other one. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things must die alone. Yeah. It looks like a little party going on. I'm gonna raise the opacity. And we'll make adjustments as we go of things that need to be darker, but I'm gonna go back here. We're gonna get, what brush was it? Watercolor cloud noise. Mo, why didn't I have that when we were doing our challenge? Is that Nomi without you? You know, Nomi, I have been hearing that from a lot of people that they're not getting notifications either on YouTube or on Kick that I have gone live, and it's defeats the whole purpose of, number one, subscribing to a channel and ringing the bell notification. So it's like you're trying to urge people to do these things, and it don't even matter. Anyway, by the way, Nomi, are you free today? Like before 5, specifically? Are you free in like an hour? What are you doing today? You don't have anything to do. I mean, like, come on, let's play games. Hey, I didn't recruit Chrysanth. You guys nominated or chose. Chrysanth apparently is one of the victims of, certain people in the world who, are not born into greatness, but apparently have it thrust upon them. That is apparently Chrysanth. I'm just learning about this now, and hey, some people are born into greatness while others have it thrust upon them. And I'm not exactly sure. I don't know Chrysanth that well to know which category she falls into, but apparently in my chat, it's been thrust upon her. So, I've been asking myself why since this Sunday. I'm getting my CPU tomorrow, and I'm excited to start using Blender again. And huge hugs to Nomi from where she is watching. She don't need your hug. No, careful if you hug her too tight. Lawrence Knight didn't get notified either. What? That is very accurate. I tripped into modhood and things just spiraled from there. Like, she was even modding during like the MegaCon event. Like, this is how dedicated this woman is to the cause, That's how dedicated she is. All right, I was going to lighten this up a little bit. Maybe get a little bit of... She was born to smallness, but makes great deeds. Hey, some shoes are, There's Nomi. Normie. I was notified from both YouTube and Kick. Nomi, or Maria, Nomi isn't quite as experienced as you and I are. It would be kind of fun to include her in the project. Maybe. I would laugh. I was laughing at myself, All right, this isn't really that bright, so I'm going to make it a little brighter. I know sometimes subtlety is key, but I think for this portion, still not bright enough for my taste. Maybe a little more pink. Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, you never know. I'll check with her. Oh, we didn't answer me. Okay. I would love to do that. I got myself a fancy drawing pad for the PC. I'll be in talks. I'll be in talks. Oh, here we go. Go. Okay, it wouldn't. Okay, well, Nomi, get yourself ready. Would you be? Oh, I'm saying this online. Maybe I should just text you while we're a little private, because some things are just better left said. Um, let's see here. I'm texting. I did. I stop yelling at me. Stop yelling at my chat. Rude. Hey, Alicia. See, that's how you greet people. Hi. Welcome in. Yes, perfect. Okay. I come in and Nomi and Tabitha are yelling at each other. Typical. Well, we haven't yelled at each other properly for a couple months. And it's been a couple months, couple weeks. Felt like months. It's a sign that apparently we miss each other. I'm no expert. This is still a little off to me, but I think it's because the thing is their branch or the vine that it's hanging on is quite thick and dark. I like it, but I don't. Something's a little off about it, but yeah, Mo. Yeah, Nomi, listen to Mo. Okay, he knows what he's talking about. Anyway, I gotta jump. I'm at work risking a little bit of volume, but I can't get caught. Yeah, don't get caught. Get caught. What is it Aladdin says? You're only in trouble if you get caught. Challenge accepted, Mo. Actually, Mo, I looked at my piece and it was, on the screen, it was about this big, and I'm like, it ain't that bad. And then I looked at yours and I was like, yeah, it's great. Good. This is going on the fridge. I feel like it's a little too. No, I need to trust the process. I wonder. I'm just gonna try. Mo, have you seen the Shirley? Shirley in the past, was it like 3 years or so? Bye, no, Maria. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good day at work. Mo, have you ever seen that video where that black family? I say that specifically only just because it's easier to identify the video, but it was this hilarious black family where it was the mom was filming her daughter who was about 9 or whatever, and she's sitting on the couch and she's got a drawing pad and she drew her mother, and she had this best attempt portrait of her mother, and there was like this I'm not sure what the mom's face was like. We never got to see it, but the picture had like this big black dot here. I don't know if she's trying to draw a mole or something like that. And the mom was just trying to be so encouraging. Oh my goodness. Is that me? Oh, this is so good. And the girl just feels like so bad and she hates it. No, it's so good. What is that? Is that hyperpigmentation? It's and then she's like, little girl's all sad. Why is daddy laughing? And the mom is trying not to laugh. I laughed until I cried. I watched that thing in a row several times. And Okay. I okay, I won't spoil it. Hang on a second. I wonder if I can hang on, was it I don't know, was it on YouTube? I was gonna mess up my algorithm. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Like, let's all laugh together for a second. Okay. I think I have to remove this. Okay. I'm gonna bring this up. Okay. Let me put this over here. we're all we're gonna take a little break from drawing for a second. I think I have to get rid of my little frame here, but that's okay. And before we do that, Warlock hits us with the 50 SEK, and I don't know what that is, but I appreciate it. I lost my job at the bank on the very first day. A woman asked me to check her balance, so I pushed. I could just like thank you. I don't know exactly what that translate that figure translates, but I see a 50 there, so that means it's time for a rock festival.
Thank you for the joy you show.
And now, let me know if you can hear this, but guys, it's time to have a good laugh. But thank you, Warlock, for your gift. Swedish crowns. That sounds so fancy. Better than American dollars. Crowns. About $5? That's okay. It said 50 on it. So as a dad, I approve of this. All right. Because there's dads everywhere, Chrysanthemums can't escape them. All right, let's see. Let me know if you can hear this.
I sat here and posed for like 10 minutes. Let me see the product.
Can you hear that? Because otherwise there's no point in continuing. Okay. Let me know. Let me know if you can hear that. Otherwise, like I said, there's no point. You got to hear the whole conversation. Let me go back, make sure. Yep, you hear it? Okay, guys, get ready. It's one of my favorite videos on the internet.
I sat here and posed for like 10 minutes. Let me see the product. Is that me? No, it's nice. It's so nice. Oh, I've never looked better. Ooh, where were you? Where were you when it was time for senior photos?
Mommy, I don't think it looks good.
It is fantastic. Oh my God. What's that? Is that hyperpigmentation? Just tell me. Okay. You know what? I've never seen nothing like this before. I just want you to just keep up. Keep it up. Okay?
And why was Daddy laughing?
Daddy don't know what he's doing anyway. That's how you say that's a great drawing in French.
That's how you say. That's a good drawing. Oh, I love the overcompensation. That's how you say that's a good drawing in French. And I love that is fantastic. The best part too is that I'm not a parent. I'm not a parent, but I have been there. I know exactly all the little buzzwords at the moment you say. And that is fantastic. Daddy don't know what he's talking about. It's just like, and then oh, where were you during high school photos? We all have to start somewhere. I think also one of the best things is that they actually, let me see here. This is a good family here because I know we're supposed to be drawing, but we're not. So here we are. I'm going to bring this up. This is they recreated, guys. I know it's small. It's because they did it in this format, but they recreated.
Sat here and posed for like 10 minutes. Let me see the product. Is that me? No, it's nice. Oh, so nice.
They framed it.
I've never looked better. Oh, where were you when it was time for senior photos?
Mommy, I don't think it looks good.
It is fantastic. Oh my God. What's that? Is that hyperpigmentation? You know what? I've never seen nothing like this before. I just want you to just keep it up, okay?
Why was Daddy laughing?
Daddy don't know what he's doing anyway. That's how you say that's a great draw it in French.
That's such a good family. They did such a great job. And the little girl did a really good job not laughing. Mo, I might have to turn that into a meme after our video comes out, and I'll put your face on the little girl and I'll be the mom. Oh my gosh. No. Mo is a very talented individual, and so we all have these moments where we are that little girl. Yeah. So good. So good. That's one of my favoriteest videos on the entire Instanet. That is fantastic. You have my approval. I deserve it. Okay, let's see here. Let me go down this way a little bit. Kitty Dog 12. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Please be respectful. I hate that I have to put these disclaimers out there, but we get some trash over here on Kick. We get some interesting people over on Kick, and we welcome you here. We're glad that you're here, but please don't be weird. I mean, you can be the good kind of weird, because we're all a little weird. I know I am, and we welcome the weirdness. We don't welcome the other weirdness. Okay, so I've got some of that going on. I like it and I don't. Because it's like just like this random purple up here. Exactly. It's interesting people. They do keep things interesting. I wonder. Yeah, I think it might be too bright. I'm not sure. I think one of the reasons too is that oh, I did it on 2 different layers. What a dinkus. Oh well. Oh. Yeah, no judgment here, no judge. I make lots of judgment calls. I just try not to condemn. Unless you deserve it. But I think it's just kind of like random purple for this, and I don't know that I'm happy. Well, I know I'm not happy with it, but I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to fix that. Nomi, what time did I text you? Take your Oh, my iPad is going low, so I might need to switch to my iPhone. Help yourself. Hang on. All of a sudden now with all that loud noises, now it's like just like super quiet. I think that it's almost like I need to put, just hypothetically, like some purple down in here. I haven't done any bushes yet, so that might help. I might put some, because it needs to frame it a little nicer. So I might make some Spanish moss. Spanish moss hangs from the trees, though. So, excuse me. We'll figure it out. I mean, it is a fantasy world, a little swampy swamp land. But I'm going to leave these here for right now because I don't know exactly what to do with it. But it's like I like it and I don't. I like it, but it's out of balance. So, excuse me. Oh, did I turn that off by accident? I did. There we go. But overall, I like. Let me see, what layer should we go on now? This is the whole thing. So I need to put yeah, put a new one here. We're gonna get some grass. Let me see where my grass is. I think it's down in here. I have a couple of grass ones, but I'm gonna go for grass blades. And hey, it's Rizkit for the biscuit saying, ooh, is that like a turtle sloth, a slurtle? Excuse you, it's an Empnar. You don't know what this is? This is, where's he at? This is Donker, right? This is our Empnar, which is the sloth turtle walrus creature. I just decided, because I really enjoyed coloring him the other evening, it would be nice to have a scenery. Like, let's expand beyond just the creatures from the book, the elixir, the book, the splat, the schmerge, and try to create a scenery. I have yet to do that in the book, but we're doing it here digitally. Oh, don't give me the lame excuses like health and happiness. Okay, either you support or you don't. No, I hope. How are you doing with all of that? I hope you're doing better, man. Okay, I'm not really sure what is wrong with these brushes. Oh, maybe this is peculiar. I probably needed to do this underneath of the moss. Perhaps, maybe. We'll see. Why is it not rotating? Usually the brushes rotate to what you need. So this is going to make it really difficult to... because I can't really judge what I'm doing. Let me see. Is it going to do the same thing if I did? No, look, the trees stand up, right? That's weird. Wasn't there bushes? Didn't he have a bush one? Bushes. These are bushes. What do the bushes look like? I think we should stick with grass, but the problem is here's branches. Fascinating. Love Kitty 12. Well, glad you came back. Just curious to see what this would look like. We might have to include a couple of those, but it's been a rough go, but I'm not giving up. Never give up, never surrender, said one of the greatest Americans in history. I'm gonna play with something real quick. All right, grass. Let's see. Where's the other grass one that I had? Otherwise, I have to do, which is not a problem. I would have to do all of them by hand. Wild grass, sword grass. Well, who doesn't love? Oh my, this is like that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. Okay. I just want is that. Oh, it just like bursts out, and I don't know that. It's kind of cool. No, I'm gonna make sure I'm on a different layer because this kind of scares me a little bit. Like it does a lot of work, but look like how big all of a sudden that is. Let's try it a little smaller. I don't know. I don't feel like I can control this that well. Look at this. This is like fur. I'm gonna hang on. I know with the brushes, I always get a little nervous. Let's try the wild grass. Where are the wild? Oh my gosh, look how big that thing is. Well, it's kind of nice looking though, but it's a little much. Shnikey neck. Like I'm gonna have. It's like a chia pet. Okay, hang on. There should be something that does it with spacing. I think is that the right one? Yeah, okay, but is it just me or is it going the wrong way again? I have to rotate it. Why is it going the wrong way? It's not terrible. I just don't like that I have to rotate my screen in an odd and unusual way. fall off. Jitter. Just a little bit of jittering. Stabilize. I don't think I have to do all that. I don't know enough about all the rest of that to. My bank account would say otherwise. Commander Taggart saved us. That's right. Yes, he did. Great American hero. Should be in the books. That movie is so good. It's one of my favorite. I disagree with some of the scores that movie got. I do, because I think it's one of the greatest movies ever made. It's one of those movies that I can go back and watch over and over again, and it's just great every time. And there's things that you don't realize, and I this brush is falsely. I'm having a hard time with stamps. This isn't. Maybe because it's not the. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's the wrong color too. Something's about it's just throwing me off. Maybe it's too gray. Maybe it's not gray enough. See, but it kind of changes color too, so that's kind of like throwing me off too. It's like I don't really get a lot of control. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. You guys had me laughing with the hyperpigmentation. Staccato DDS gives us. Wow, he just decided to bring out the dinosaurs.
Stomp, stomp, roar, roar. Let's dance like dinosaurs. Stomp, stomp, roar.
I still love that so much. He became part of the top 10 people in the chat. Oh no, is it time for more dad jokes? Why did Donker hug the tree? Because he wanted to branch out. He's working on it. I know it kind of does look like he's hugging the tree, but there's actually a little moth creature here that's gonna, Mo. What was that? When you give $10, you become part of the top 10 people in the chat. And you never seen a dinosaur before? Let's play it again for Mo.
Stomp, stomp, roar, roar. Let's dance like dinosaurs. Stomp, stomp, roar.
I didn't know what to do for a cutscene. And I found that one and I was like, I like it. It's random, it's whimsical, it's stupid. It was right up my alley. I know. It's random. You don't know what's happening. All right, I don't mind this grass here. This is okay. Let's see if we can. I guess we just have to stamp very slowly. I don't know. I don't know that it fits the style of what's happening. I don't know if it's fitting the style of what's. See, look, now it's smaller. What is that? What is that? Like, I kind of like it and I kind of don't. But let's just play around with it and we can erase as we go. I mean, I like it where it's all wild and everything, but I think I need to make this smaller. It feels very much like cheating, to be sure. Yeah. Well, that's the interesting about the internet, Mo. You can just do whatever you want for laughs, right? I mean, it's. Oh. Thanks for the follow. All right. See, it's just not accurate, and I don't like that. But, let's just try to clean it up. See what happens. What brush am I on? I'm on the cloud. Let's not do that. I'll use the Inca. But thank you, Staccato DDS, for the joke and for the gift. Always appreciated. I did buy ice cream yesterday. I got mint chocolate Oreo ice cream sandwiches. So, thank you for feeding my bad habits. All right, maybe it's growing on me. I don't like there's something wrong with it, but we're gonna clean it up. We're gonna do things. We're gonna see what happens. Maybe I'm just being a little persnickety, but oh no! Am I on? Oh shoot! I did it on the wrong layer. I'm erasing the dirt. I'm erasing the dirt. Oh no! Oh man, that sucks. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but I'm erasing the dirt. Oh! Well, look at that. Here to make us feel better about ourselves even more. He just wants to see dinosaurs.
Stomp, roar, roar. Let's dance like dinosaurs. Stomp, roar.
Staccato DDS making sure that he stays in the top of the top 10 people in the chat. Gifted 10 Dreaming Tabitha memberships, obviously.
I am the one to be your favorite.
What? You're contagious? What does that mean? But thank you, Staccato DDS, for your generosity. I'll save it for the next ice cream person. Trying to go slow. Can't. Obviously, you don't want to damage your teeth. So we only get the ice cream that's good for our dental. I know. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, I know. Old Poet Jerry says, darn. I missed Nomi. Well, got the second hottest Tabitha, but what? Tabitha, but the hottest is Joe Rosie. Got a Joe Rosie fan in the chat. Yeah, Mo. The problem is that now I kind of like the grass, and I don't know if I need to just. Here, we're just gonna clean up. We're gonna see what happens. This is kind of like a test run. I wanted this to be perfect as per usual, but it's not bad. I don't think it's terrible, but there is something I still haven't. I need to remind myself always that it's not all finished, so I need to give myself a little bit of grace. The grass definitely helps, but I don't know if I am fond of this. But let's just it's too late now. It's too late, baby. Now it's too late. What is sable? Just stick a sable under the tree for me. This would have been nicer. I would have had more control. Ah, darn it. Oh well. I need this to be dark. Is this darker? No, it's not because I haven't changed it. Here we go. Let's have a look at what this does first. Okay. Starting to feel a little happier inside. I think that helps. I think because I'm getting down to details, I'm being a lot more critical because it the devil's in the details. It all comes around, So just trying to. Yeah, I'm still new to all this, so. Still trying out that whole Sam does art kind of style. If you guys haven't seen my new video where I tested that out, be sure when the live stream's over to go check that out. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, but a sable's a type of tree too, if I'm not mistaken. Or I guess obviously it's street. It's a type of grass. Kind of like that it's going off the page. Too, here a little bit. That's kind of smaller. What are we thinking? Do we like our colors? Do we like the depth? Again, not totally finished. I still need to do this walkway area here. Obviously, Donker hasn't gotten the attention that he needs yet. But overall, I like how this little world is transforming. I like. Thank you, Tara. Just kind of softens things up, for sure. Right, let's go back over here. Yeah, I'm going to have to get rid of some of the moss, I think. Because obviously it's coming through in this area here. Thank you, everybody, for your time and attention. I'm trying to get a schedule going since people are having a hard time because YouTube has decided that they don't want to notify people when I go live to have a regular schedule. I've been busy with other things. All right. You don't tell anybody. Shh. Normally I save this stuff for my patrons and the members, okay? But I'm working on a project for the summer. I'm not going to tell you much about it, but this was something that I was working on yesterday. And I'm collaborating with somebody. That's all you're going to get out of that. You become a member, you follow on Patreon, which is a shameless plug really quickly there. But you do some stuff like that, and you get access to what more I'm doing. But that way, I can't help it. I really liked him. He's super duper cute. And just wanted to showcase that to you. But yeah, we're doing some fun stuff over there. And he... I wish that I don't know if Procreate, if you can make your own individual folders, because that would be so helpful than having to constantly go back and forth between, but like, brushes and the likes. That'd be super helpful. All right, let's get some frosted tips here. But yeah, working on some projects for the summer. Oh, actually, what I need to do is go brighter. Go back into the... yeah, that's my little project. One of my summer projects. Can't wait to show you the rest of them. Soft looking, like you just kind of want to rub your hand over the grass. It's so soft. Okay, this area here doesn't have enough. It's okay. Permission granted, Jerry. Hey, as long as it's respectful, okay? Because Donker's a war hero. We don't allow any disrespect to veterans. That's how it is around in the Shire. That's how we roll in the Shire. Go a little bit brighter, maybe a little more green. Permission granted. Hey, I need something else. I'm focusing. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm focusing. Okay. I don't like that. Too bright. I think it's too bright. Because it is further back, so it wouldn't really have a lot of color or brightness back here. Yeah. It would over here, though. I did say many moons ago, and I do kind of say it often, that I try not to leave everything too perfect because nature is perfect in its imperfection. And sometimes I will purposefully leave things a little unpleasing to the eye when it comes to nature because that's just realistic. It's just how it is. I think it also helps with training myself not to stress for whatever perfection might look for. I want it to be perfect, of course I do, but I need it. Like for example, right here, I kind of wanna just even things out, and that's okay with it. But now and it's better now, but it's a little unsatisfactory. But I like it in that it's not perfect, but it looks like this is a possibility of how grass could grow, and so I will leave it that way. Yeah, I like the grass. I will, like I said, have to clean up some of the moss. So we're gonna go in here. I'm gonna find the. What did I use for the moss? I used the watercolor cloud noise. That's what I did. So we're gonna go over here. Oops. Is that not the moss? Oh no, we wanted to do the right one. Make this smaller. We're gonna get rid of the moss here. Clean things up a little bit. Probably need to clean up the grass that's growing up in this walkway here too. This moss is floating on nothing, so we need to clean that up. As well as over here. Oh, am I? Uh-oh. Did I? No, it's just the moss. Okay. Make sure I wasn't on the wrong layer again. Old poet Jerry 74. As I walk through I was starting rapping like Amish Paradise. As I walk through the woods looking for something to eat, the leaves above look really sweet. Climbing high up the tree. Yes, lunch is excellent. Kind of fits in with the whole Dr. Seuss thing there, doesn't it? Okay. I want to live here. I'm gonna go. If you guys eventually just don't see me streaming anymore, it's probably because I've gone to live here. I went and I found somebody. I found a silver tongue who can transport me into the book, and that's just how it is. We're just gonna go live in this book, live in this land, or at least I will. Catch me outside. I think this part here doesn't look very good either. So I'm going to get rid of that. I kind of like the mix here because when you look at the rocks, they're not very blended. From a distance, they kind of do, but they look harsh and edgy, kind of painterly. And then you have a little bit of a more realistic grass that's like it's the yin and the yang. It counterbalances the harshness of the rocks. Then you've got the softness of the trees. I kind of wonder if that would have worked something like this. Let's see, twig, sable, hemp, clay, cotton. I kind of wonder if that would have worked for the trees here. I mean, it's pretty much the same, but I might just have to stick with that. And then staccato DDS again. Why was the moth intrigued by Donker? Because it sparked a little interest. It doesn't even need to be a joke. That just needs to be a happy little thought. Why was the moth intrigued by Donker? Because it sparked a little interest. It's a little dark too, isn't it? Because moth's drawn to the flame. Thank you. I have no idea if you want to see the. You know what? We're gonna do this twice.
Today is Friday. Today is Friday. Today is Friday. Today is Friday.
I like the sappy jokes though, because again, it makes it feel like the world is in something to invest in. The world is real, and that makes me happy. Thank you for your contribution to the ice cream fund. I won't just spend it on ice cream, but thank you. I appreciate it. You guys are crazy, and I love it. The dreamers. No, I did a painting, a real painting, years ago when I was first learning. Well, I say first, I was getting into learning how to paint. And I did a painting of Merida from Brave. So like the movie cover, right? And yeah, it was so great. Like painting literally, and unlike this, literally painting every individual blade of grass and then balancing it with the shadows and the highlights. This is what this reminds me of. And it's just like, I'm always on the hunt for the perfect grass. I remember when I used to live at home, there were some neighbors that had the perfect grass. And I'm like, before I die, I just want to go and roll down that hill of grass because it looks so fluffy and just rich green. Maybe next time I visit my parents, I'll do that. Chrysanthemum's laughing. Who knows what you're laughing at. But okay. All right, what's next? It's not complete yet, although it's coming to fruition here. I really like it. Obviously, Donker's not finished. The pathway. I just need to be on the right layer this time. So let's try this one. And now we have to find, let's try clay. So we're going to go here. I wasn't sure if I was totally happy with the color of the road. Let's just, oh, holy shnikey. I don't like that. I think the problem with some of this is like, it's just too real looking. This is over top of the grass? Why is it over top of the grass? Ah, here we go. It's over top of the rocks too. Okay, we need to find. Oh, it has to be. What is? It would be. I just have to be careful, and then I'll just have to. Yeah, see, it's not really. It's not gelling. It's not jiving. It's not doing what I want. What is mountain ash? That's a type of wood. Give it a try. A little darker, please. There's textures. See, you would think it would be organic. There's rainforest. That's kind of cool, just because it adds really cool texture. I'm not even sure what this brush is. It's just kind of a look at it. See, so this is what normally it's supposed to rotate, which can be a little confusing, but not terrible. Not satisfactory either. Snow gum. These are just leaves. Actually, it's kind of cool. Maybe not for this particular project, but that would be kind of neat to make it look like a stone road. And then what's really cool is that you could go in then and distort it, like for however you kind of need it. If you need to stretch it out, depending on the angle. Yeah, could look like gravel. Very true. But it's not industrial. Let's try rusted decay. Let's give it a try. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going for here, but it does look like dirt. It does look like dirt, right? Dry riverbed. I mean, that looks kind of cool. I was planning on having it. I'm just going to test something out really quickly. I was planning on having it kind of illuminated. One of those little avatar walkways, but I don't think that. I mean, I could. Cover it in the moss. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. Did we just fix a problem? Like, it just kind of looks like tufts of dirt down a road. If it goes with the rest. Let me get rid of the line. Wow. Yeah. I think I need to darken. Let's go a little darker. Because it would be darker over here. And then I'll just cover up some of this here. By the way, shout out to Wexo. Shout out to Wexo for the wonderful Lindsey Sterling-esque music. You can find his description, or his, I always say that, you can find his link in the description box down below. If you're interested in music, chill music like this, find him over there on Spotify. It's a little darker over here, but that's okay. I think. There's something about it I do like and I don't like. I did a thing? Yeah, I did do a thing. Just too bright altogether, maybe? I mean, it is, kind of realistic. Oh, well, I'm glad I can contribute to your therapy, Chrysanth. Expect my bill. While she's busy doing her secretarial work, See, I like this a lot. But I feel like it's a little too real. Go back over here. I don't like that color. Taking notes, filing in day planner, secretarial stuff. Yeah. You know, sorting through sticky notes. All the stuff. You know. Juliet, thank you for hanging out. You're always appreciated. I wonder if it's the moss. Okay, so that's not in front. Just checking. It's really, really speckled. We're going to go with it for a second. I'm going to try the concrete. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Now we're kind of cooking what we're smelling what I'm cooking. This was more of what I think I was wanting to go for. It's still textured, although I got to get rid of this weird green thing that's right here. It's still textured, but it's not overwhelming. I dig it. I dig. I gotta clean this poor little rock up. I still want that almost like what cell shading feel to it. I gotta find this green thing here that's bothering me. There you are. Hi, there you are. Okay, let's go in like this. Clean it up. It's not such a harsh edge. Much better. All right, and then if I take away the lines, there we go. We do have a nice little path there. It will have to get shadowed down here at the bottom because Donker's feet, but we can add that later. Very good. Nomi and I will be playing games a little later today, so be sure to have your, I don't know, your earplugs ready. It's gonna be fun. I want this to be whimsical. I want it to be airy. The purple. I don't know if the purple's so bad now. I wonder if maybe if I. Okay, hang on. Is that from? What is that from? Sound of Music, isn't it? I tend to do that a lot. When I finally like figure something out. Hold on there. What if we made it like heather? One of my favoriteest full flowers. There's so many kinds. That's a dainty compt. I've used this quite a bit. Good. If I put some heather down here. I used to have a heather garden. I had Mediterranean heather. Unfortunately, it just doesn't last. It's an annual, which I never really understood why they called it an annual if it doesn't come back every year, because like when we have, annual meetings, that means every year, right? I mean, it makes sense to me, but what do I know? I'm just an artist. I think this will help bring the balance to the force. I think this little patch of green needs some more darkness to it, but let me get this a little bit brighter. A little much. I wonder if I need a different wispy cloud, watercolor cloud. I don't think I have that. This one's quite large, but we can. What does it do? All right. It doesn't really, it's not really scattered. I'd put like individual bigger tuft. It's not terrible, not terrible. We don't mind. Maybe a wee bit smaller. Okay, it can.
That's so sweet.
These creature creations are more fantastic than fantastic sarcastic sarcasm. Whew, that would have been quite a tongue twister. Thanks for the challenge, Riskit. I'm not Austrian. And this, I'm so happy with this. You know, even though there's some things where I'm like a little iffy about, I really like how this is turning out. Yeah. Oh, I think the little bit of purple at the bottom. I think honestly, I might redo these in a more gray toned purple because everything that's in here, I've tried to keep it somewhat in this area here so that it does have the gray tones to it. Not everything needs to be purple. This ain't a Kincaid. You have like a big one? No, don't do it. Yeah, I think this purple up here needs to be muted. I wonder. Let's go here. Let's try to find this color. Yeah, it's not really gray enough. I wonder if I could. Let's have a look what that does. Very subtle, but I think that that's good. I'm gonna go here. Come on, Jim only. This is in the grays too, but I think I need to darken it. Let's see. I only did it in one spot. Or, hang on a second. Let's move this over. I'm not really good with the masks. Oh, well, this also helps to see where the problem areas are that I would otherwise not normally see. Kind of cute. Still too bright. These ones glow. That one's not so bad. Lighter color. Soft light. This is normal. So what I usually do, because sometimes it's hard to duplicate, I'm gonna turn this off. We're gonna make this one. Oh, I know what I could. I am such a silly willy. Tell you what. All right. Let's make a alpha lock. Actually, before we do that, let us erase whatever's going on down here. Cancel. Oh, I gotta. Hang on. Here we go. Silly. Let's just erase all this real quick. Still there. All right. What else is down here? Whatever. All right. Alpha lock. And then let's see what that looks like. Undo. So what if it was a little darker? Oops. Yeah. I think that's what needed to happen. And then I'm going to do the same thing here, but a little bit. Let's see. And there's no contrast, so I don't like that. Let's just play around with it. No, that doesn't work. Well, it's not terrible, but it needs some work. But I think that was something that was needed. We could try. We had talked about maybe doing like yellow. Just have a look, give ourselves an idea of what it could look like. I don't think that will work. I think it will then mess up the edges. You know, it blends too much in it. I think the purple's good. I could try this. It's still too bright. I could make it a little softer. Let's try just the front here. Could just be out of balance. I don't mind that so much. I think that looks a lot more balanced. There's still some stuff about it that's a little suspicious, a little sketchy, but I think kind of like that. Yeah, because it needs to not be too uniform. I want it to, be kind of soft. Too. So I like that. I don't like that. Too bright in here. We are on the wrong layer to do that, I think. Why is it so thick? Just gonna disappear. I don't like it that way. It's one of those things again where it's like leaving it imperfect for the sake of being real. Hey, it's Memes of Destruction saying, hey, everybody, we're just working on some fantasy art here, memes. How are you, sir? Not really that soft. I wonder, oh, I did change the brush, so maybe it's the fact that I'm not. It's a little too harsh. I think it needs to be a little darker though, too. Groovy, perfectly imperfect. Exactly. That's what nature teaches us. Be perfectly imperfect. Because some of these lines, like the brown, kind of disappeared from the branch here, so I think that's kind of what's throwing it off. But it looks good. It's, you know, I do see the flaws. So I'm trying to soften, because you don't want it to be where you just right away see the branch or the vine, whatever you want to call it. Essentially just trying to soften that divide, but favorite oxymoron, perfectly imperfect. It's like Mary Poppins, practically perfect in every way. Let me see here. Okay. So I want dark purple. I'm going to make it small. Let's just see what happens. Too dark. Okay, well, I'll play around it. Second is jumbo shrimp. Yeah. Well, but shrimp is the species, right? So it's like, you could say a jumbo shrimp. I like the little heather flowers. I think that helps kind of bring a balance to it. Still got to clean up some areas. Let's clean up this rock. Where's the grass? No, right there. Here we go. Let's clean up the grass from our rocks. We want clean rocks. The rocks need to stand out too. Here we go. Okay, well, I'm going to have to get ready for my second batch of streaming because we're coming back live, Nomi and I. So, we're going to be coming back to Kick, not YouTube. And oops, I went back into the grass. Well, so Tara Crystal, I would give you a time, but there, my counterpart sometimes falls. Hopefully before 2. Let me put it that way. Supposed to be before 2, so hopefully that works out. But look for us soon. It's supposed to be like soon. So that's the. That looks kind of weird. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that. But yeah, here's what we've accomplished so far. Let me put this. If we take, oh, okay, well, there's everything. Like you take away our layers of goodness and fun. What we've been able to accomplish today has been a lot of detail. And I'm really happy with it. Some stuff I still want to fix. Hey, Wiley Dave! But we're getting there. We're getting there. Donker's World is really coming together, and I appreciate all of you and all of the giving. I hope I acknowledge everybody appropriately. Um, but yeah, we're gonna come back in just a little bit. I gotta go get myself ready for the madness, you know. So we will hopefully see you soon.
The thing is to keep smiling and never look as if you disapprove.